I'm going to discuss what it feels like or what the relationship is on a spiritual path to our physical body and what it feels like to work on our path with our physical challenges and find our strength, find our sense of balance and presence and centeredness and peace despite what we're going through in any given moment. Our bodies are the vehicle that our soul is essentially driving in this lifetime on planet Earth. As we grow, it's almost as if we're raising our own and purifying our own energy vibration. Let's say we're kind of taking out some of the heavier energies of heavier emotions because we're releasing, we're healing. And then while we're doing that, we're inviting a more pure energy into our awareness of divine love and light. And so the analogy I like to give around that is that it somewhat feels like pouring jet fuel into a car engine. Almost before the car engine is turned into a jet and rebuilt. So it can feel discordant and awkward and weird as we're growing, that our bodies start to experience all kinds of aches and pains and very weird sensations or symptoms that don't seem to be associated with anything else. So these are some of the basics. How we would talk about it in another way would be also to talk about the fact that everyone carries so much emotional pain, whether that be, again, because you're empathic, whether that be just all of the emotional pain that you experienced in childhood and you didn't know how to release, and how that compounded on itself as you grew older and became an adult, and it became more entrenched in your body. There's a point at which we are releasing that emotional pain that it may look like illness. It may look like physical symptoms. And so our job on a spiritual path is to stay in our hearts. In our hearts, this is where our true strength lie. In our hearts is where our sense of well-being exists. In our heart is where our sense of centeredness and balance and presence exists. So no matter what's happening, and as we're thrown off, our job is to keep coming back home to heart. And we do that, first of all, by being so devoted to love that that becomes a magnet for our attention and our focus and our energy. And as we're focused on love, love wants to be shared. So our focus then begins to pour out into the world, and we want to maintain a certain degree, at least, of activeness and sharing and interaction in the world as much as we can at all times. So I want to take a moment to say that certainly there are people out there who are suffering from very intense physical, either accidents or illnesses or something. Everybody is going through something different. But in general, we want to have a mindset that says we're not going to succumb or be controlled by a voice inside of us that tells us we are weak or that tells us we cannot. And we want to be able to participate in life to the highest possible degree to experience divine love moving through us and around us and out into the world through whatever activities we are a part of. So, first, I want to say that the message would be that you are strong, you are centered, you are powerful, you are a force of light in the universe that has the power to sustain and self-generate over and over and over again. And that knowing that you can move through experiences and constantly, perpetually heal.